Sometimes life tests us when we least expect it. Sometimes the smallest acts reveal the biggest truths about who we are. On a chilly Tuesday morning, in a busy corner of downtown Chicago, a young woman named Emily walked straight into a moment that would change her life forever. She didn't know she was being watched. She didn't know someone had planned this moment. And she definitely didn't know that the man holding out a shaking hand, asking for help, was a millionaire testing her heart. But life has a strange way of placing the right people in the right moments. And this was one of those moments, one where kindness would be weighed, measured, and revealed. Before we begin, if you love stories that touch the heart and remind us of the goodness in people, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment below. Your support helps us grow our channel, Kindness Tales, and keeps these powerful stories coming. Emily was on her way to a job interview, one she desperately needed. Her rent was overdue, her car was barely running, and she had been living off instant noodles for 2 weeks. She tried to stay positive, reminding herself that things always turn around eventually. But the worry in her eyes was hard to hide. She had pinned her hopes on this interview, and she couldn't afford anything to go wrong. As she hurried down the sidewalk, she noticed an older man sitting near a bench. His clothes were worn. His beard was messy, gray, and untrimmed. His shoes looked as if they had survived many winters. He held a cardboard sign that simply read, "Any help is welcome." Emily slowed down for just a moment. She didn't have cash, she barely had enough for her bus ride home. She hesitated. Most people just walked past without even glancing, too busy or too guarded to care. Emily knew she couldn't fix his life. She couldn't give him a home or a warm meal or a fresh start. But she could care. She could acknowledge him. And maybe that was something. The man looked up at her. His voice was gentle, shaky. "Miss, any help is welcome." Emily felt her heart tighten. She knelt down in front of him so she could meet his eyes. "I'm really sorry," she said softly. "I don't have cash." "But, are you hungry?" The man blinked, surprised. "Yes, miss. I am." Emily opened her tote bag and pulled out the only thing she had with her, a sandwich she had made early that morning. She had planned to eat it after her interview because she couldn't afford to buy anything downtown. But she looked at the man's trembling hands, the emptiness in his eyes, and knew what she had to do. "Here," she said. "It's not much, but it's fresh. Turkey and cheese." The man stared at the sandwich as if she had handed him gold. This is too much. You'll need it." Emily smiled. "It's okay. I'll be fine." But she wouldn't. She hadn't eaten breakfast. And now she wouldn't eat lunch. But something inside her felt lighter, as if kindness filled the empty space where fear had been sitting all morning. The man took the sandwich with both hands, whispering, "Thank you, miss." "Truly." Emily nodded, wished him well, and hurried off, hoping she wouldn't be late. What she didn't know was that the moment she walked away, the man stood up straighter. His posture changed. His expression sharpened. And he pulled out a small earpiece. "She did it," he said quietly. She passed. Across the street, a black SUV parked by the curb flashed its headlights twice. The test was complete. The man, whose name was not John, not homeless, not struggling, was actually Harold Whitman, a quiet millionaire known privately among friends as someone who believed in testing character before offering life-changing opportunities. He had grown up poor, built a business from scratch, and never forgot how people treated him when he had nothing. Every few months, he disguised himself as a beggar to see how strangers responded. Most walked past. A few offered coins. Almost no one offered something they themselves needed. But Emily did. After her interview, where she did her best despite hunger and nerves, she walked out feeling unsure. Her answers were good, but she could tell the competition was strong. She stood on the sidewalk, staring at the sky, whispering, "Please. I just need one good thing." And that's when the same older man appeared again. But this time, he wasn't sitting on a bench. He wasn't holding a sign. And he wasn't wearing the same worn clothes. He was standing tall, dressed in a clean coat, his beard trimmed, his shoes polished. Emily froze. "You," she said softly. "Are you okay? What happened?" The man smiled. "Miss, I owe you something." He handed her an envelope. Emily hesitated, confused. "What is this?" "A thank you," he said. "For seeing me. For choosing kindness even when you had little to give." Emily opened the envelope and gasped. Inside was a check, more money than she had ever held in her life. Enough to pay rent, fix her car, buy groceries, and breathe again. Her eyes filled with tears. "Sir, I can't accept this." "Why me?" He placed a gentle hand on her shoulder. "Because you didn't give me what you had left. You gave me what you needed. That kind of heart deserves to be lifted, not overlooked." Emily cried openly. Relief washed over her like warm sunlight after a long storm. "But, why the disguise?" she asked. Harold smiled. "Because kindness is pure only when no one is watching. And you showed it without hesitation." Emily hugged him without thinking, and for a moment, the world felt simple and good again. A week later, Emily got a call. She had been chosen for the job, one she thought she had lost. And with her life slowly climbing back toward stability, she never stopped remembering the moment that changed everything. The moment she gave something small, and received something life-altering. Sometimes we think kindness is just a soft gesture, a tiny spark. But the truth is, kindness is powerful enough to shift lives, heal wounds, and rewrite stories. It doesn't always come back in the way we expect. But it always comes back. So if you ever get the chance to help someone, even in a small way, don't hold back. Your kindness might be exactly the miracle someone has been praying for. And who knows, someone might be watching, not to judge you, not to test you, but to find the goodness that still exists in the world, inside people like you. Because kindness, in the end, is never wasted. It's an investment that pays in moments, in hope, and in unexpected blessings that come when we least expect them.